Hi everyone, it is Jocelyn Martin here with Be Your Best Personal Training. I hope that you are having a wonderful Friday and looking forward to an even better weekend. I want to talk to you a little bit today about being uncomfortable. And the reason being is this comes up quite a lot in my practice, not just with my clients, but also with myself, with my family, with family members. And I think that what often occurs is we set out with a goal in mind, and we may even chart our steps, and we know what it's going to take in order to get there. We may use SMART goals, we may use a vision board, we may use a notebook to log it out, or I have a calendar that takes me step by step, a training log if it's something to do with sports. But what we don't expect is that we're going to feel uncomfortable as we start making these changes. We expect that since we've made the mindset and we've written down the goal and we've started to take action towards those habits that are going to help us reach that goal, that it's going to be easy and we're going to accomplish it. But what usually ends up happening is there's a point at which we feel icky. We feel that this is really hard. We may feel completely out of sorts, uneasy. We start questioning ourselves. We start questioning the process. We start thinking maybe this isn't right. Because we're told that if we write down our goals and we have a path and we start taking action, it's just going to happen. But that's not necessarily true. There's going to be a period in there where you're going to feel uncomfortable because you're learning something new. You're learning a new habit. You're learning a new skill. I equate it to people come to me and they're adopting new exercise habits, and they'll say, "Oh, I don't like doing that." And I'll say, "Okay, why don't you like doing that?" "Well, my legs really hurt when I do that." Well, they're supposed to. Like, is it a sharp shooting pain? Like, are you having real pain? No. Like, I can feel the muscles burning. Yeah, you're supposed to. Or they'll say, I'm trying to change my eating habits, but I really don't like, the way this feels. Or, it feels really icky. I get some headaches as I'm cutting off of 8 cups of coffee a day. Or, I'm getting, headaches and jittering as I'm, cutting out sugar. And, or it's really hard for me to quiet my mind as I'm trying to get to bed earlier at night. Yeah, it is. It's hard. But that doesn't mean that it's not working. Sometimes we need to think about that uneasiness, that uncomfortable feeling a little bit differently. And in my experience, I've learned 3 ways in which to deal with that uneasiness. The first one is to put it back into perspective. It's usually that you feel uncomfortable and it's really hard and you feel uneasy and you're questioning the entire process at the beginning. So if you give yourself a time spans, I usually say give yourself 2 weeks, give yourself a month. Most people can get their heads around that and they can think to themselves, okay, this is just a very short period of time. I can do this and I can feel uncomfortable for a very short period of time. And that helps them to keep with the habit. That definitely helps with me. I check it off on my calendar. Okay, I did that today. All right, tomorrow will be a little bit easier. Okay, I did that. And before you know it, you've adopted that habit as just part of your normal routine. The second technique is to think of the what if. So I think of it as two roads diverged in a wood, right? You can take the path of, what if this doesn't work? What if I can never lose the weight? What if I'm never going to like vegetables? What if I'm always going to be addicted to sugar or alcohol? What if I'm never going to achieve my goals? You can choose to go down that path. That path can make you feel okay because it's giving you a way out, but it's never going to help you to achieve your goals. And for a lot of people, it makes you feel even worse and even more crappy. Or you can choose to take the other road, which is the exact opposite. What if it does work out? What if adopting a new habit is the first step to making positive change? What if you're only uncomfortable for a short period of time? What if this is the thing that works? What if you can achieve your goals? What if you can do that race and do that event? Choose the other road. When you choose that other road, you'll notice that, okay, I do feel uncomfortable because this is going to take work, but at the same time, I also feel hopeful. I also feel joyful. I also feel as though there's something and there's a way out. There's a way for me to move forward towards achieving your goals. And the thing is the choice is always yours. So step one, think of it as a finite time. You're only doing this for a short period of time, and eventually it will start feeling easier. The second one is to choose the road in the wood. The what if it doesn't, the what if it does. Which one feels better and has you moving forward in a more positive light? The third step is to think about it as far as, what if this uncomfortable feeling is just excitement? What if this feeling of uneasiness is really my body's way of saying, wow, this could work? What if instead of thinking of this uneasy feeling and being uncomfortable as something bad, what if that uneasy and uncomfortable feeling means it's working? So you can actually convince your mind, and studies have shown this over and over and over again, from elite athletes to CEOs, that from people that have a fear of public speaking to people that have stage fright to people that have difficulty with starting a race and getting that going, is that when you start to feel that nervousness, that uneasiness, that uncomfortable feeling, if you internalize it and say, wow, I'm feeling really excited about this possibility to get out there and share my story. Wow, I'm feeling really hopeful that I'm going to go out there and give a great performance. Wow, I'm feeling incredibly blessed and grateful that I get to be here on the starting line and run this race, because it means I've come so much further than where I was before. So you can actually use that nervous energy, use that uncomfortable feeling to retrain your mind that means you're stepping in the right direction, rather than, oh, that must mean something is wrong. So those are 3 steps that you can use when you start feeling uncomfortable, when you start feeling nervous, when you start feeling worried, when you start wondering that it's not going to work, or this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. So the first is, think about it in finite timeline. Okay, so I just have to get through today. I just have to get through tomorrow. I just have to get through the next week. And think about it in a short time period. I'm only doing this for a short period of time. The second one is to think of it as 2 roads diverged in the woods. The what if road, going down the path of it not working. The what if road of what if it does, which feels better to you. I can guarantee you the what if road of what if it might work is going to feel a lot better. The third one is to think of that nervous and uncomfortable feeling as something that is good. It means, I told this to my daughter the other day who was struggling with a swim meet. I said, what if that nervousness that you're feeling means that you're alive? It means that you're taking a chance. It means that you're doing something incredible that not everybody would do. What if that nervous feeling is really excitement for life? It completely changes your perspective. So use those 3 techniques. If you've ever used them before, comment below. Let me know. Go over to my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/beyourbestpersonaltraining. Let me know your thoughts. How do you deal with that uncomfortable feeling of learning something new, with that uncomfortable feeling, that nervous energy? What do you use? Have you ever used one of those 3 techniques, and how have they worked for you? Until next time, I'm Jocelyn Martin with Be Your Best Personal Training.